Tonight's dinner is just going to be a simple baked potato along with chicken done up in a fry pan and a salad. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pick the size potatoes that you want. Grab a nice vegetable brush and give them a good scrub. There are a variety of ways to do a baked potato. The first thing you'll want to do is preheat your oven to either 350 or 425 degrees. If you want them done quicker, put it at 425 degrees and you can bake them for 45 minutes and you'll have a little bit tougher exterior, nice and fluffy inside. If you have a few more things you have to cook that are going to take a little while longer, you can put it in a 350 degree oven for 1 hour. Once your potatoes have been washed, you're going to want to make sure you take a sharp knife and give it a good poke, because if you do not poke your potatoes, they will explode in your oven, and that is a mess to clean up. So once your oven is preheated, go ahead and put your potatoes in and set the timer for either 45 minutes for a 425 oven or 1 hour for a 350 oven. But for tonight, I'm actually only using one chicken breast to cook. This chicken breast has already been cleaned of any excess outside that might need to be cleaned off, some of this kind of stuff that you might want to clean off. There's only 3 of us, and so I'm only going to use one chicken breast, but because I want it to cook in the pan fairly quickly, I'm going to take a boning knife and I'm going to slice it this way in half so that it cooks quicker in the pan. It doesn't have to be a super clean cut, but I just want it to cook a little bit quicker. So I've got it cut in half so it's thinner, it'll cook a little quicker, and then I'm just going to set that aside until I'm about 20 minutes from the end of my potatoes being cooked. Then we're going to take our pan and we're going to put approximately a tablespoon of butter in that. At this point I have approximately 20 minutes before my potatoes will be done, so I light the stove, bring it to about a medium heat. Put my pan on the stove, and just because I'm doing one chicken breast, I'm going to do approximately a tablespoon of butter. If you're doing more, I would definitely put more butter in your pan. So while your pan is heating, let your butter melt. Okay, my butter is just about melted, meaning my pan is probably going to be at a pretty good temperature for me to put in the chicken. So I'm just going to lay the chicken into the pan. And I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper. I know it seems simple, but sometimes simple is better. I'm going to turn my heat down just a little bit because I want it to be able to cook through. I'm going to let this cook for approximately about 5 to 7 minutes, and I'm going to check it occasionally by lifting to see if it's browning yet, because I want it to get nice and brown. As you can see, the butter is starting to brown in the pan, and the edges of the chicken are starting to get a little white. So I'm going to check it and see, and it's starting to brown, but I think I'm going to leave it down for a few minutes. Let's see how this one is. This one's getting there. I think it's a couple more minutes and I'll be able to complete browning on this side and then flip it over. While you're waiting, you might want to take time to prep your salad. This is another thing that most people don't think to do, that's quite easy, just to run to the store and grab a bag of cut up lettuce, but you can usually save money if you actually buy your own romaine lettuce. You just take one of these, grab a knife, and cut off the end like this. Just cut this end off. We don't need that. Then you're going to want to rinse your individual leaves down in water. Make sure they get cleaned off. Shake out the excess water, and then you can lay them out on a towel or some paper towel just to drain and dry off a little bit while you're waiting for the rest of your meal to get done. Simple, easy process, and it'll save you a lot of money in the long run. Okay, it looks like the chicken's about ready to turn over, and it's nice and brown. Brown around the edges, brown on the back. Now I'm going to let this just flip over and brown on the other side while we finish the rest of dinner. The chicken is nicely browned on both sides, so I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to set it aside and allow it to rest while I finish up with my salad. So what I've done is I've grabbed a cutting board, and the lettuce has dried off quite a bit. Easy thing to do, I like to just cut it down the middle, right where that thickest part is. So let's just cut like this, right down the middle. And then just stack it and chop it. And you're gonna have lettuce that's chopped just like your lettuce that you find in your bags. So continue to chop that, put it into a bowl, and you'll have a nice chopped salad to go with your meal. Now that the chicken's rested, what I do, and this helps make things go a lot further, is just take a cutting board and just cut your chicken. It's definitely done because it's falling apart. Just cut it into slices. That way people can take how many ever slices they want and can be served. Should have a rubber mat underneath there. Just cut up both pieces, nice and easy. Then when you're done, you're able to serve it. Doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be beautiful, just needs to taste good. And there you have it, a nice, simple, quick 30-minute meal of baked potato, pan-fried chicken, and a green salad. Have a great night, everybody, and stay safe out there.